test. Hi Kiri. Welcome to my channel. Lurking.
Oi.
Ayo. TNX for lurk.
Oh.
Girl and told her secret. At the same instant, our 3 lives turned into new channels. The bond that held us so long together snapped forever, and a new bond was forged in its place. For she had
tries to make a game like Pokemon,
you might get sued.
They're going to get scared away, or they're going to get sued into oblivion. So many mechanics. I mean, look at the way that Nintendo has litigated and patented just about everything. Sony's been doing the same thing. Look at WB Games and the Nemesis system. Something that would revolutionize RPGs, and we'll never see it.
Until 2026 or something like that, or 27.
There's such a poison to this industry. It's insane. And you look around and notice almost every single one of these breakout hits have always been self-published. And in some cases,
an example that goes against this is Dave the Diver, because it was published by Nexon. But I think in a general case, this is true.
This is where these developers did go through a publisher. The only reason they did that was to be able to protect their identity. There needs to be more options for that. That needs to be nurtured and taken care of. There needs to be more developers that are making games themselves, publishing games themselves, and there needs to be an easier way for these guys to get onto platforms without the need of a publisher.
There is an easy way. The easy way is content creators. You have to get your game. If you make a good game, content creators will discover it and promote it, and it will make it successful. I think that a lot of games nowadays that pop off like that pop off because of content creators. And I've tried to spend more time myself looking at indie games, and, you know, we had that show Pixel Pitch. We'll probably bring that back at some point too, where we invest into indie games and promote them ourselves. But I think that the most important thing is to break up the corporate hegemony that they have over video games and make the accessibility for distributing a game to a wide audience possible for a smaller developer.
There's already ways for them. You don't even need publishers anymore. Sure, for like legal and patent and stuff like that, hire a lawyer, man. Why are you handing away all of your profits, all of your control to a bunch of people that don't want to have anything to do with the creative process whatsoever? It just doesn't make any sense.
They do it for money, by the way. Like, I know this intimately. Is that a lot of the big reasons why people take on publishers is because the publisher helps them fund the project to completion.
You can promote your games online with no problem.
Impact, right?
Balatro had next to no marketing whatsoever. Schedule 1 had next to no marketing whatsoever. Valheim had no marketing whatsoever. There's so many more examples that I could give of games that never had an ad or a commercial or anything like that. They were just, on Steam. People played it. People liked it. Spread by word of mouth.
Wow.
Fair price, good game. People go buy it.
What?
As far as it needs to go.
Oh.
That's what needs to happen.
You can do that?
We need more of it. Oh. And I want that to be a big focus. I think Steam is the leader in that. Yeah. Steam's definitely the one that's been pushing and helping a lot of these indie developers be able to find their legs in the industry. And I appreciate that. I think everybody does. There's a lot of games that we would have never...
Without Steam, I don't think that we would have had the success of any of these new indie games. He's completely right. Steam definitely leveled the playing field.
If it wasn't for Steam. So, thank God for Gavin.
Yeah.
Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did enjoy the video, Like the video, subscribe to the channel,
This is a great
comment
video.
down
I was
below,
glad I watched
share the
this.
video to your friends, share it on social
I agree
media,
with
come
everything.
watch me on Twitch, come join the Discord, come hang out. Stay cool, stay righteous, stay safe. I'll catch you in the next one.
I think the only point of difference that I have with him is that I'm a little bit more forgiving with developers for taking deals with publishers, because I understand a lot of the struggles that developers have, because I've had to deal with them when, like, you know, like publishing games, right? Like I get it a lot more, and it's not an example where, like, I think I'm right and he's wrong. It's more of just like an emphasis where, like, to me, I can emphasize with it more because I've seen more of it. But I think that, you know, like, both things are true, really. 100% wrong, it'd be a different platform. These platforms are the reason why we don't own our games. So you think that basically, okay, well, you know what? I think that if you want to apply that to, like, GOG, right, good old games, I would say the same thing. And, like, other games like that you can be on as well. I think that's totally fine. I think Steam does a really great job, and it's probably the biggest progenitor for this because it's the biggest developer. But I do think in general, it's pretty common with almost everything. Yeah, sure. You have a business view. Working with publishers saves a ton of time on bureaucracy. Yeah, it does. It saves a ton of time on bureaucracy, and it's kind of like, I mean, in a way in Schedule 1, right? Where it's like you can do all of the stuff yourself, but you can hire other people and give them a bunch of money, and then you can manufacture and put out your product even faster because your vision is what your goal is and not necessarily the minutia of, you know, facilitating that vision. So I totally understand where both groups are coming from, but I really think that the publisher for Drug Dealer Simulator, I think that they put Schedule 1 in a terrible position by doing this, and I think that they're fucking retarded for doing it. It's such a bad mistake. A lot of people are developers and not marketers. Yeah, exactly, right? Games need publishers. The games that achieve mainstream without it are the exception. Yeah, and I think that's also true too. It's not really possible you can get famous on your own. Well, yeah, no, it is, but what I'm saying is that, like, a lot of these things come with their own set of struggles and complexities that exist independently. And that was my point that I was trying to make.
Be wary. Keep your eyes sharp.
So, what should we do? You would take the quality weapons and dismantle them to get, you know, pieces, let's say. I mean, that's the point.
Now, again, I know that we joke about this, Trev, but the reason I get onto it is because I see, and again, I try to speak from the position of young guys as much as I can. I see so many people as a joke go, I bet you aren't very good at that because you've only been doing it for this long. And I know that you didn't mean anything by it seriously, but it's that kind of comment that adds up slowly to someone who's trying to maybe get into fitness that makes you seem gatekeeping. So what I want to do is, I really want to gatekeep the way that a gate should be kept, which is where it swings open freely and people that want to get involved in the subculture are invited through it. That's the best way to look into it. So I try, and I know that I do, I try to be overly positive whenever someone shows any interest in any of the hobbies that I'm interested in as well. Because I feel that If someone shows a tiny bit, and if you're in the chat and you can relate to this, please let me know. Have you ever shown a tiny bit of interest in something, and then someone has made a joke at your expense about that thing, and it's kind of just killed your desire to bother doing it? Maybe they didn't even mean the joke seriously. Maybe they thought they were just having fun, having a bit of a laugh. Oh, it's just a joke, don't worry about it. But you've cared about something, and that little comment, that little energy they put out into the world just made you think, you know what, I don't even want to do this anymore. I've felt that a couple of times. It sucks. So whenever someone says, you know, hey, I want to get involved in this, sweet, well done, good for you. Let's do some more. Let's talk about this. I'm not going to be like, poser, casual, don't know what you're on about. I bet you've not been doing it as long as me. I bet you don't know the true secret esoteric knowledge. Gentle ribbing from a stranger. Now I understand that most people will be like, I'm strong enough and brave enough to not care what strangers think. Good. I'm glad you've got that mental fortitude. That's essential to have. However, if me making a gentle joke will stop just one person getting involved in something that they genuinely have a passion to get involved in, it's not fun. That's kind of what I try to look at it. I don't feel the comedy of it. Humans are social creatures by nature, without a doubt. And so what I try to do is, if someone expresses the desire to get involved in something I like, I will encourage that. Because a joke at their expense isn't funny to them. That's why I'm so serious with it, okay? I know that it's so boring. That's why if that's all it took to kill their passion, I doubt they were very passionate in the first place. But you see, the great thing is, Trev, passion can be cultivated. It can be created and supported. If I go up to someone saying, hey, I'm thinking of doing this, but I'm not really sure about it. And that person says to me, that's an amazing idea. That's a great idea. Come on, I'll support you. That's fantastic. That could be the beginning of a lifelong love of something. I won't know if I love it yet because I've not done it before. But if someone says straight away, that's a stupid idea, you don't understand, I know more about it than you, what are you even thinking about? You've immediately quashed that tiny bit of passion. That's like saying a tiny seed won't grow into a tree if you could just crush it the moment it's a seed anyway. Maybe it didn't even want to be a tree. You take something small and weak and fragile and you nurture it and support it until it becomes something powerful and strong and stoic. And that is one of the most important parts that you can play in someone else's life. It's one of the most important parts that a teacher can be to a student. It's the idea of saying, look, I know that at this point you are vulnerable to being stopped. At this point, this could go either way. It could become a lifelong passion. It could become something you hate. And you have the power in someone's life to kind of almost dictate where it's going to go to. If you want to choose dictate mocking, that's up to you, man. I will be overly positive with everything, and I will gently push back against people making gentle mocking jokes, because that's the kind of energy, the tiny energy, that you need to kill that tiny flame of passion. If I throw a bucket of water onto a raging inferno, it ain't going to do much to it. But if I throw the same bucket of water onto a tiny ember that could one day become the raging inferno, what's the ember? Are you going to come along and say, I guess it didn't want to be a raging inferno bad enough? No, because you would understand that at that point my actions had a disproportionate power compared to the level they were at. So when you say, I guess they didn't want it enough, I think you're not understanding the proportional power that a small mocking joke has to someone who's starting something. Anyway, that's my general opinion on stuff. Do you understand at least now why I am so passionate about it? Yeah, the mocking jokes to use an arrogant know-it-all instead of people just... Oh yeah, without a doubt. Like, I will happily take the piss out of someone. Let's say you and I are going to play Warhammer for a bit, and I know that you are a big Warhammer fan, and you sit down and you put your Tau out in front of you. That's probably the right energy for me to go, oh, Tau, okay, you're scared of melee combat? You're worried my Space Marines are going to come in and smash your face in, and you're going to look back and you're going to be like, oh, the boys in blue, Josh, is that a great idea? You're a nice little basic bitch, are you? Playing the poster child? That's fine, that's the kind of banter that you and I can have. Whereas if some, you know, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed kid walks in, picks up his first box of Tau, and I walk over and go, you fool! You complete idiot! You buffoon! You're losing an entire combat phase. They'll die in melee combat. Put them back on the shelf, you idiot. You see how there's a different level in the energy there? You've got to pick what kind of energy you're putting out with the kind of person you're talking to. And if your energy could possibly stop someone getting into a hobby... Oh, now don't get me wrong, some people respond really well to tough love. Some people flourish when you give them a little bit of pushback, a little bit of, you can't do it, you're not good enough for this. That's when they jump on and they go, I am, and I'll show you. And if that's how someone learns, that's how we teach them. The problem is when you try and force someone to learn using tough love when they need instead. I've literally known people go into boxing gyms to learn boxing, and the first thing the instructor does is put them in the ring with someone else, give them some gloves, and have the other guy just beat them up for a bit. As a bit of a hazing ritual. And they don't go back to that gym. Whereas I've known other instructors who walk in and say, hey, you want to learn boxing? Excellent. Let's start with the basics. Let's start with some footwork. Let's start with some stances, some guards, all this kind of stuff. And that's a great place to start. Teach you the basics, gives you a foundation. You blame your dad's tough love. So, parents have this thing about it, men specifically. And this is one of the reasons that I try and push back against it, because the young boys of today are going to grow up into the fathers of tomorrow, and they are going to go with that tough love, you've got to suffer approach, when it's just not good. I've had teachers who have said, only, 5% of my class will pass. And I'm thinking, dude, that is a self-own, if anything. Are you that bad at teaching? Surely more of your class can pass than that. Unless you're using it as a way of saying only 5% of you are good enough. Okay. When teachers are like that, I think that the teachers are mad that they didn't get into teaching at like Oxford and Cambridge. Instead, they're teaching at like a community college somewhere that they see as being inferior, and they have to almost big themselves up by saying, I'm so good that most of you won't understand this. You got to keep pushing. You got to try to be an inspiration for people. Yeah, never good enough. Only 5% of you will pass. I'm retiring and don't care. That's fair. You know, some people would say it's not that deep, dude, to me ranting about all of this, but anything can be deep if you think about it long enough. And the way that I try and describe it to someone is, let's imagine that a character in a video game has 100 hit points, and every time a character does something that makes you feel slightly sad or slightly annoyed, you take one tiny point of psychic damage. Someone being nice to you does not refill that health, but that cruelty, that meanness, that still takes it off. Most people will go, it's just one health, it's not a problem. But it happens often, all the time, every day, repeatedly. It's small psychic chip damage. It's death by 1,000 cuts. It's death by, it's just a joke. It's death by, oh, it's kind of funny, when it ends up being quite damaging, psychologically anyway. It's a damage over time, but it ends up having a major effect. That's why these things get to me so much, man. Yes. It's why when someone, I've been with friends before in like groups in a pub, and someone has made the it's just a joke kind of excuse, and I've said to them before, explain it to me. Explain the joke to me. And then they kind of look at me like, obviously you know what's funny. I'm like, no, I know what you think's funny. I know where you think the comedy is coming from. You think the comedy is coming from mocking and belittling someone, but I want to hear you say that. I want to know that's from you, and that's the intention, because then I can judge you for that. You used to do that when you worked in bars. Oh god, yeah. Without a doubt. I mean, there's that stupid Mickey Rourke thing that happened recently with the whole Big Brother thing. I don't want to give the guy any more attention than he already has, because I think the whole thing is completely worthless. I think it's kind of artistically vapid and void. But you get the idea. They're the reasons that I get so bloody up in arms about this real basic stuff. Yeah, just explain why it's funny. If your betterment is coming from the putting of somebody else down, then maybe the actual truth is that you feel remarkably insecure in whatever it is you're doing. Because if you're secure enough, you don't feel the need to put other people down. I mean, if someone else wants to start doing what I'm doing, then great. Let's go. I'll support you in that. Fantastic. 100% support. But it is totally okay to ask people every now and again, where's the joke? So Trev, sorry to jump on you like that, but unfortunately, it's tiny things like that that tends to spiral into the general culture of negativity we have all over. When I was a kid, I was convinced by popular culture and by other people I'd seen at school and college that the coolest thing that you could be was nonchalant. The coolest guys, they didn't care about anything. If you cared about something, you were a loser. If you showed passion for something, if you got excited, if you were happy, if you were looking forward to something, how lame is that? That is super lame. You should be excited for nothing. You should care about nothing. Because that's what cool, nonchalant guys do. And it took me years to realize that actually the coolest people were the ones that were super happy and passionate about stuff, that were excited about things, that were bigging people up, that were hyping people up. They were the happy people. That's what it is. Oh, hi, I'm David Pants. The joke is funny because of, I'm going to go with that, juxtaposition. When judging a joke, you are always a hypocrite and or self-righteous. Oh, juxtaposition, as in you have a setup and then the payoff is the opposite to the setup. I get that. I understand the idea. But I think what you're doing there is you're confusing the mechanical construction of the joke with the kind of narrative contents of it as well. The mechanical construction of the joke absolutely has to make sense. However, the narrative framing of it as well, the actual content within it, needs to have some kind of societal relevance, seeing as one of the earliest recorded jokes we have is a dog walks into a bar and thinks, I'll open this one. We don't know what that means, because the language that it was written in and the time and the society.
desert.
Shush.
Relish your mortality.
Need a sec. All in a day's work. Me pockets are full. Gotta stay quick on my feet.
Impressive endurance. Greetings.
Another notch on me helmet. Not yet. Silly enough. Gotta stay quick on my feet. Gotta stay quick on my feet.
A moment of respite.
Horrid insect!
Greetings. Go with strength. Use that well.
a sec. Foil creature!
magnificence. Let's plan. Fight with intent. This way. Use that well.
Need a sec.
Exp Collector. Welcome to my channel.
Zdravo.
Samo Đako.
Kako ste? Vidi je. A ne javlja se. Neće se javiti.
Dobro jutro.
Dobro jutro. Neće, ne znam zašto.
Gde si bre Ilija, čovječe?
Dobro.
Cepaš poje.
Pa igra bi Hunt, ali ne vredi kad mi nije resetovao zadatke.
Aj jebi ga, pa kad resetuju, koliko sati?
9 ili 10.
Pa dobro.
I onda... Kako si ti? Ti radiš drugu?
Ej, malo, radim treću
Pa
danas. Treće danas i sutra. Tu i sam, što se kaže. Jesi bacio oko čovječe novo što mi interesantno jebote, baš me podsjeća na stare forice Final Fantasy-a. Ekspedicija 69, brate. Odnosno 33.
Koji Final Fantasy? Koliko godina idemo nazad što se tiče Final Fantasy?
Mnogo, brate. Mnogo godina idemo nazad. Mislim, stil borbe. Sam stil borbe, ne ovako, nego generalno combat. Me mnogo, recimo, podsjeća na onaj...
Imaš i sličnih igara.
Pa. Ali izgleda dobro, jebote. Igra.
Si radio one zadatke?
Ej, jesam na Steam Decku sam odradio, boga mi je, mislim, 15-16 onih. A na Sonyu ne. Na Sonyu sam par komada sam.
Računalović, očekivao sam da ti to sve uradiš na svim uređajima.
Jebi ga čovječe.
I da uzmeš Switch još Switch da uzmeš.
Da, samo još to mi fali. Šta će mi Switch, čovječe?
Pa da plaćaš igre...
Da, i pretplatu.
100 evra.
Takvi likovi, brate, nisu normalni.
Konzola 300 evra, igre 100 evra. Pa dajte džabe onda, jebi ga, to je to, razumeš. Idite u minus u startu i sve će vam se isplati kasnije.
Ali i tu, Ilija, i tu od 100 evra mora da platiš subscription da bi igrao, brate.
I tu što kupiš, ne?
Da, bre. Nisu normalni, bre. Nisu ljudi normalni.
A dobro, ima ljudi koji su ono što kaže die hard fanboy. Oni će po svaku cenu da pristanu da ih ti jebeš u, da ne kažem da...
Pa jeste.
Nema point.
Nema pointe pored Steam Decka, brate moj, ništa da uzmeš drugo od prenosnih konzola. Veri mi. Ona može da emulira sve, čoveče, ja mogu Nintendove igre da igram sve živo na...
Ne, samo to, pitali su onoga, kako se zove, Gabera, pitali su ga šta misli o tome što je napravio kao portable Windows Game Store konzolu.
Da.
Kaže ništa, šta misli? Kaže, ako ljudi žele kao da koriste kao Steam Deck za to, neka koriste, njihov problem. Već su je kupili.
Jeste.
Namenjena je prashodno za stick igranje, ali ono, ako želiš i znaš da je ono, da montiraš, a vi samo izvolite.
Baš to, brate. Ona je u portable modu, okej, konzolica, ali ti u desktop modu ti je bukvalno komp. Ali bukvalno komp.
Možeš, pretpostavljam da ti ništa ne sprečava da emuliraš, ne znam, PlayStation Cats igre ili Nintendo 64 igre ili onaj SNES emulator ili MAME da instaliraš, ako baš hoćeš.
Ma čoveče, najnoviji Switch igre radi na njemu besprekorno.
Emuliraš Switch igre na Steam Decku.
Da.
Znači jedna konzola za sve ostalo.
Da, to ti pričam. Sve sam ti rekao, znači Switch, Nintendo DS, Advance Nintendo, Super Nintendo, jebo mater, ne znam ja, PlayStation, Sega. Nema šta ne može da emulira, čovječe. Bolesno bre.
Čini kao da sve ostale ručne konzole su onako nekako bez veze.
Pa jeste, ovdje imaš sve u jednom, ali apsolutno. Samo kupiš veliki interni hard, neki SSD velik i ćao bre, i ćao. To radi fenomenalno. O, dobro jutro barem, dobro jutro. Gledam Šone ovu ekspediciju, brate, ovu igru.
Ja, ekspediciju ono, 30 kako je.
A, cool je jebote.
Zanimljiva igra.
A.
Ne vidio ništa.
Malo pre me skeleton jedan ubio. Pogodio me strelom u glavu i izbacio mi strela, bio sam pri kraju.
I to je vjerovatno bijeli skeleton.
Da.
Jel je danas bio PAX East, ili kako reći? Mislim da developeri ovi Tripwire imaju neku prezentaciju sad za Killing Floor, a?
Ne znam, nadam se da im je nešto da ponude.
Vade trnje iz
guzice.
Pa mislim, kao fazonu
Ono
ljudi,
što su imali da
ovo nije
ponude-
onako što ste vidjeli, pogledajte, sad je bolje.
Sad je bolje, pogledajte još koji put. Mogu oni to da poprave, znaš kako mogu?
Ma mogu, kako da
Uzmu
ne.
sve one stare mape iz Killing Floora 2.
Ne,
I samo ih
mogu,
portuju
Ilija.
nazad u Killing
Ne
Floor
zajebam.
3.
Mogu,
Ne
oni to
portujem, ja ti
odrade
fino kažem.
vrh, brate.
Ja ti fino kažem.
Nego sviraju u kurcu.
Mogu. Sad ti je, na primjer, taj isti Warhammer Dark Tide u igrivijem stanju nego što je bio kad izašla igra.
Jeste. Jebote što je dobro, brate, ovaj način borbe mi se toliko sviđa, evo baš upravo gledam.
Da.
Uradili su ga, jebali mu majku.
Za ekspediciju 33?
A, za ekspediciju, a?
Da.
Stvarno interesantno. Unikatno, da kažem, nisam vidio ovo do sad. Vidio sam sličan kombat sistem, ali ovakav ne.
Dobro, onako koška Nenada, znaš. Nije tu Nenad, džab.
Šone, jesi tu? John Cena je novi prvak sveta, sine.
A ko je John Cena?
Dobre, 17. put svetski šampion.
Zar on sad nije kineski državljanin?
Ide, hoće da se čovjek penzioniše, gledao sam ovu WrestleManiju pre par dana što je bila, 2 dana, brate.
Kakva WrestleMania, zar nije zadnja vez da je bio u Kini kao ambasador, gdje je snimao one propagandne poruke i gluposti, da su mu Kinezi ispali mozak i da živi tamo u Kini, ne zna se vrati u Ameriku.
Ma jok, brate.
A, Kinezi su ga vratili kao uspavanog agenta.
Biće da je to, da bome.
Čeka jedno 10 godina u potaji da se rukuje sa ne znam američkim predsjednikom i tako ubije. Kao sleeper agent.
Sam, ne budeš mogao.
Dobro, ajde, vi samo potajno radi.
Ovdje sam.
A znaš i sam Netflix.
Opet.
A, da, naravno.
Kokain.
Ajde sad, Šone, ajde utorak kad mi puste pa ću da...
Ne, i kažem ti kad budeš mogao.
A dobro, ja ti kažem kad mogu. Znaš šta me najviše nervira, baš ono se mislim tako... Ispucam pare na gluposti i onda izađe, brate, nešto i onda nemam pare. I rekao sam više, ta sranja da radim, neću. Neću, majke mi. Onaj dan jebote Bogi, ostao sam bez pretplate, čovječe, pričao sam ili.
Jesi ti ispričao, ali ja ništa čuo nisam.
20. mi stekne pretplata, ja brate nemam na račun, ne radi banka, 21. isto ne radi banka, ne mogu ni da uplatim pare, ne mogu ništa. Aj reku, pičku lepo materinu.
Nemaš dozvoljeni minus.
Ma ni 100 ja više, brate moji, ne uzimam. Ne, hvala. Jedva sam se, bratiću, iščupao iz tih govana. Beži, bro, pičku mater. Ne samo dozvoljeni minusi, i viza, kartice i tako, poleteo sam jednom, pa sam ja lepo uzobato, onda još Samsung TV, tako je, pa uzem ja Sony, pa znaš, opremim se do jaja i posle tiho jecam i pričam sam sa sobom.
Ne kaže Slavko, jesi dobro, izađeš ćoška, Slavko.
Pa taj fazon.
Ja nijem koliko 50.000 sam sebe ograničilo mesečno ne mogu. I na tih 50.000 kad bi uzeo cijelih 250 dinara kamate bi dao.
Pa dobro. Jebi ga, te znam. Meni dozvoljeno, imam sad nešto da kupujem, to nije dozvoljeni minus, nego kao neka fora kreditne kupovine bez jel... Kamate, tako je. Nego ti izdele, lupam, Sony 500 evra, toliko ti je na, lupam 24 rate, podeli ti i ćao, razumiješ?
Pa znam, to radi ovim penzionerima.
Slavko zoveš penzijusom, a?
Pa boga mi. I onda uzmeš tako, ajde neku jaču stvar na rate, pa i ajde da kažem, ali inače ovako da se maja.
Sve jače stvari, ja kupujem odmah za keš.
To je najbolje, ama najbolja stvar, brate, daš keš i ćao, bre. Ali treba ga imaš.
Možete da uzem auto na kredit.
Šta si te uzmeš?
To je bilo, možete da uzem keš, pa do nekih, ja, 20.000 evra.
I have a good feeling about what comes
20.000 evra
next.
keš.
Truly.
I... nije tamo da radim nešto ono preko interneta.
Aha.
Ja odem to.
Meni ja odem i da pitam kao za moju, jel te, moć, koliko ja mogu da uzem lovu, da se zarobim i da umrem. Kaže, otprilike 2.300.000 dinara, što mu dođe nekih, pa ajde, 25.000 evra.
Ja sam mogu da uzem 1,5 miliona dinara bez da odem u Valda.
Pa meni mogu da dobre za 2 sekunde, šta će mi tu, trebam da se ubijem odmah, da se obesim sutra i to je to, šta? Beži to, pusti u pičku materinu. To je toliko lako, brate, da uzmeš, a toliko teško da vratiš.
Djelom zbog kredita, djelom zbog ženi djeci.
Ma beži, bre, to su zajebane stvari, mi možemo se zezamo i šalimo, ali beži to u kurac.
Ona kučka nije htjela da radi, išla da se kurila i to... Djeca bi
otišlo sve u kurac.
Na njenoj strani.
Pa super, divno.
I čovjek se obesi sa onaj zidarski konopnice.
Ma i...
To špag?
Ja kad sam vidio, ja nisam mogu da verujem da je to izdržalo čoveka od 150 kg.
Brate moj.
Sve je bio normalno, pričali smo dan sve toga. I sam...
Ba to, prezubi čovjek u sekundi, šta je s tom? Samo pap i to je to. Pa. Da beži.
Jako jadan. Bio mnogo dobar.
Pa svi tako mnogo... Ja kad sam čuo, pazi, kuće do mene, dok sam bio vamo u... Dok sam živao vamo u Dublju, razumeš? Kuće do mene, čovjek na leba, brate, da ga mažeš. Srba pokojni. Znaš, uvek kad pečem neki roštilj, prase dođe, tip zeza se, ponese neko pićence, ono, merimo temperaturu, koliko je, znaš, koliko još treba, uvek bre, čovjek bre, uvek kad vidi moje klince, bog zna, ma čovjek bre, legenda, razumiješ? I čujem, brate, sutra dan ubio i sebi ženu, brate. Nenade, znaš ti kako je to dobar čovjek bio? Ja tebi ne mogu da opišem, ja i dalje ne mogu da verujem. Ja ne mogu da verujem. To je ono, šok. Šok si je. I ostaviše, brate, 2 ćerke, jebik. Ma propa živa. Katastrofa. Nije zbog pare, drugi su stvari bile, ali jebik.
Njegovo mjesto, ja bi ubio nešto čudno.
Ma, ne znam, ja ne mogu da verujem da on to je bio u stanju ošte da uradi. Jel razumiješ, eto takav tip čoveka je bio. Dobrica, stvarno dobar lik. Jebi ga, šta to se čoveku desi, brate? Pa prezubi toliko, ne znam. Ne li Bože nikom, ne kažem.
I shall tend thy relic, varlet.
Ne može, ne ide, pa čekaj bre, majku mu jebem. Treba da dignem ruku na sebe i tako ću da rešim problem, šta?
And what do we have here?
Ne rešava ništa, ali jebi ga sine, puknu ljudi, puknu. Nisu svi ljudi ni mentalno jaki, jebi ga, dosta imaš i labilnih osoba. Lomiš ga, vremenom pukne. Jebi ga.
Zvuči kao rečnik o neuspešnoj masturbaciji.
Pa mislim...
Lomiš ga pa pukne. To.
Eventualno pukne, da.
Ne, eventualno.
Koji studio je pravio, brate, ovu ekspediciju?
Pa ne
Koji je
znam.
studio što radio? Mnogo baš pratim, interesantno deluje do jaja, brate. Neki Japanci garantovano, brate. Taj Zonfa, taj vibe ima samo tako. Dobre, turn base, ali u, kao da kažem, u real time, neverovatno. Interesantno. Sin mi se javio malo pre, krenuo. Iz Poljske stiže tek u Beogradu u 11 noći. Jo, rekao, brate, ne misli put sad. Glackaš se ceo jebeni dan, brate, mili.
Što nije uzeo onaj viza ili tako nešto?
Ko je?
Pa avionom.
Nemam pojma.
Let the machine god's blessings be teased forth.
Ne znam i da li može avionom, nemam pojma, moram da ga pitam kako, šta, ne znam. Ma kakav bre firma, otišao čovjek tamo da radi za, kao Rumun, brate, 12 sati dnevno, vidi bre kurac. Jedan dan u nedelju dana ti je slobodno. Svaki dan 12 sati radi ko stoka, brate. Nije ništa on fizički, hvala Bogu, ali brate, stoji, idi 12 sati u jednom mestu i dovoljno. Na CNC-u radi, to znaš što sam ti pričao.
Imamo ovo jedan dešuš menadžer da zove. Ja sam ušao jednom, koliko je bilo? 8 sati.
Svaki put.
Ne, samo neka nosi na vezi.
Nosi, ja više nema tamo gdje da stavim.
Uzmi to slobodno ako hoćeš šoferu.
On je deško, još.
Sipaj limuc ili tako nešto.
A jedi bre, to ti kažem, a jebote.
Evo već
On ne mora da bude tamo.
Nema veze, kad me ne staneš ovdje, otići ja gore.
Pa čuš ima gore šoljač, on su voliš.
Ja kako da nije kao je.
Uzmi to, postavi.
Izađi ti te pare na nos, batice.
Plače mi tugujem.
From the forge cometh miracles. From miracles cometh deliverance. work is complete.
Da li može ovo u kopu da se igra, majko mu jebe, moram da vidim. Interesantno li igra u pičku, mada.
Šta tačno?
Za ovu ekspediciju, mada ne verujem, ali mislim da je single player.
A new marvel is awoken.
Ma tipa forica Final Fantasy, imaš ekipicu, likove koje... Znaš, upgradeuješ, svaki ima svoje, jel te, oružje, armor, pičke materije. Interesantno.
Ne verujem da može u kopu, ali ajde.
Ma ne verujem ni ja, ali jebi ga, bilo bi...
Malo. Znaš šta može u kopu? Verizing.
On je
Pa igrali smo ja i Nenad.
Verify, majku mu jebe.
Yes.
Da mogu da ga igram on the go s tobom na poslu, razumiješ? Oni imaju beše i onaj Castlevania pack, ako
To
mi
ti
tako
je
se čini.
super penzus igra za ljude koji imaju vremena.
Ozbiljno?
Doduše, ne moraš da igraš satima, već možeš svaki dan da uđeš, da radiš nešto, zloguješ se, dođeš sutra.
Možeš na Steam Decku da ga ono...
Može, a? Pa moram da vidim, brate, nisam ni, znaš. Koliko je taj naslov?
Ne znam. Koliko je Nenad?
Za Steam.
Zavisite.
Pa dobro, najjeftinije je...
Na Steam Evropa. Da kažem.
Unforeseen circumstances have granted us an opportunity to access a lost foundry plex. Such facilities were once responsible for forging true Mobian steel, rather than the pale imitation we know today.
No dobro, a inače koliko je cena? Inače?
But do not let down your guard. Our contacts' motives are unverified.
€10 je smešna cifra, mislim, realno. Pa meni je super cool da imam igre, brate, nebitno, znači koje ću da igram...
Na Steamu ti je te ispred evo.
Ujebote, čoveč. Base game.
Ali tebi...
To je sve kozmetika ostalo.
Čekaj, a onaj Castlevania pack? To je DLC.
Ma, Viktora Del Monta imaš na mapi i bič možeš da nađeš od njega i bez da imaš taj, kako se zove, kozmetik pak.
I can see we'll get along just famously, don't you?
Kindly refrain from unnecessary use of the Vox channel and
I koliko igrača mogu da igraju, brate? Ridance.
32 igrača ako mu uspeš da ih nađeš toliko.
32 igrača, čekaj, brate, igramo ja i ti nešto kao Rema. Koliko može nas da igra? Kao misiju, kao zajedno.
Imaš mnogo bosseva u igri. I ali možda igraš ono u kopu, možda igraš kao PvE server. Među vama se stvarno.
Oh, of course they found cover!
I am brought in judgment. You need help, fellas. Russia!
Na 50%, nije mi privele da imam ovdje.
Do you hear that?
Ma da, znam da nije loš, odnosno da li je?
Ti vidiš gdje man hosta?
Ja ne vižu.
It's artisans and rune priests.
Deluju mi interesantno.
It's going to explode! My dream, my rules, my shield.
Nije neka problematika
Fuck.
Did you rise and fight? Thanks, Zilla. I'm a crate! Medicae at last. I need that!
Does one good to stretch one's legs, don't you find?
I'll wrap her up tight.
Over it! Look out! Trapper!
Ma da, ovaj stil, ovo svi su pičku mačinu. Vi ste to Final Fantasy 10. Taj pogotor. Tim da je ovo još žešće.
Hey, don't get sloppy!
Turn base.
I'm not dragging you back!
The synchronistors have a tendency to overload.
True. Should this happen, Varnets, you must perform a manual reset or be forced to start again.
Možda prosto nisi igra da li taj.
Vam ja da se nabljam.
You were too slow. Begin the sequence again.
I don't think it's there now. I'll save you. I'm good like that. I shall snipe you.
Koliko si odmakao s misijom, ili ja?
Jedno 30%. Mažu.
Preko ću da te čekam.
Ali sad čeka jedno, ne znam, 5 minuta. A to ti je ono, da siđemo dole u onaj vagon, da prođemo kroz fabriku do gore i Nema puno koraka.
Beloved, shield us!
Рублю, суки.
Guys, hello. On the thing.
Я тебя слышу, если что, кричи Ануман.
Heretical thoughts. Te su ga zavukli, majku ti jebe. Dan.
I still find it improbable that
How did he teleport?
individual like you could uncover the Foundryplex's location.
Ah, but people like talking to me. I must have one of those faces. One you can confide in.
Very convincing, I'm sure.
I'm so glad you think so.
You have arrived. Proceed and tread with reverence. This relic is beyond your comprehension.
Showing off. Celerity step.
That guy is AFK.
It's dead, I think. We killed the bomber. Yes, beloved, a shield is a good idea. Die, Ranger! I bring redemption! I see a bomber.
He is AFK. Mislim da ćeš moći da uđeš sad.
I see.
U tebe na join ili ćeš da me
Čekaj, kikujemo ga. Ako ne prihvati, just vote if he doesn't go back.
Don't leave, you might get hurt.
Šta ćete reći ako ima slot?
No one's indispensable, of course, but I think the ship
Ajde nafoka, jeboga.
she doesn't seem to like it.
Brahms is keeping secrets.
Pa čekamo da ga stigne.
Take my advice. Stay on the line.
Why was everything hurt?
Ću ja kao đubre opet to da radim. Mrda ti ljudi krenu, brate, i ono.
I know! A shield!
Throwing crack!
True, the foundry flex is lifeless for now, but I'm confident we can restore it to vigor.
Up! Let us tend our wounds.
Emperor's finesse.
Grenade!
Evo ga, mrda. Mrda kad sam zvao kick. Down. Yes.
No death in my dream!
Ljudi, brate,
Loyalist ID!
Beloved, shield us!
Give thanks.
Found it.
Magnificent Emperor. Who will begin?
No, thank you. I already spoke to him today.
Rock and stun.
Hit it from behind. That's what my beloved said.
We killed the front!
Hold it, you soldier.
Bloody barrels! Have a care!
This is the appointed hour. Let the ritual of awakening begin.
By which he means
Error localized. The failure point is located somewhere above you. Attend. Redress.
Mercy comes for you, Master! Help! Help me!
he'll help you, zealot. Favor. Watch yourselves off!
How may I be used? Medicare unavailable.
I do not care for your levity.
Which places you in abundant, if not necessarily discerning company. I shall endeavor to soldier on. My dream!
My skill gap has impeded function. Rectify. To the Suprarian Mechanicus.
I did disable the auto defenses, by the way. I'm sure you missed it with all that was going on.
Nacionalizacija svih naših koncepta.
Ja bih te prvi gol.
Ona je dvakrat.
Ammo crate! Ammo crate!
Vedemo geometre. I šta je ono ispalo? Malo je da omeću. Da je uzem pomenuo pola.
Downstairs.
Taj obet. Geometri.
Nice.
No, batteries.
mundane, as now the seed beyond the sire's blessing shall be put to good use.
Get out. Kraj. Dakle, ja mogu da nijednom ne zaginem kao psajke, ne znam šta ostale ljude koči mentalno.
Koliko treba ne imam?
Da, odgovor je da. Pa ja imam još 5 komada da uradim, ali uradit ćemo koliko god treba da ti to završimo.
Nego šta nego da će da uradimo?
Ima da pitaš da li treba još.
Jel treba još?
Pa mislim džabe pare, dobiješ dosta ovih resursa za kraftovanje.
Pa to. Dobro, daju i kintu, čovječ.
Kinta ne toliko, kintu zaradiš posle 3-4 misije imaš 100.000. A ono što nemaš su oni dijamantini, plastil. Dijamanti naravno, to su ti one kao kockice. Plastil ti je one kao tube, toga imam 20.000. A dijamantin se brzo potroši. To ti je za zadnji onaj upgrade, kada leveluješ nešto. Evo sad ima 5.000. Došli sam bio na 5.
Send me the samples via the old pneumatic conveyor. Then, but not before, you can come home.
Jest.
Pa si ga Ilija Krosović, čoveče.
Ja izgledam sasvim normalno.
Veoma.
Vrlo.
Možeš se odvojiš od te krune, brate, ni u Remnantu.
Ne, u Remnantu...
Makes a change in the bow dance, doesn't it?
Nubovi.
My beloved says he is blind in this place. I wonder why that is.
To get past security and access the vault, you need a cipher ident from the servitor colony. Go, go, go!
You won't leave me behind, will you?
Frostoviću. Ready, set, go. Mrk nesretnicima.
Mene pucaju.
There are echoes of greatness in this chamber, but echoes only. Rage is dead and gone.
Evo ga, nesrećnici. Našao sam je.
Anemic Dominion Wiltshire. Welcome to my channel. Chief viewers on stream.com remove the space ggklft.
Gdje si ga našao tu, na sredini?
Tu. Taj jedan. Gotov.
Fraternal transceivers. Welcome to my channel. Ready to blast your stream from milk to OMG with Maze na see you and you it with.
Ure mame, ti ga ne priči.
I don't think it's there now. Show me your turkeys like the Texans! 27-7!
What the fuck?
Something! Seven! Kill it!
Leđa.
All the green went away. Souls of the slaves linger in this place. They scream in agony.
Ovdje iznad nas ili ispod nas? To, brate.
Nice.
Neko je našao nešto, a?
Znaš šta ti je to? Imaš novu jedinicu, gledao sam malo pre na Redditu. Imaš novu jedinicu, zove se radio operator. On ti zove počanje. To što čuješ je, čuješ ga kako se ono sponuje i trčkara okolo naokolo da izađe, znaš, negdje. Kad te sponuje, on ti zove pojačanje. Što to tripuje da čuješ taj radio, taj communication, taj device.
No way back up.
Oh, guys. Nice luck with clear lift. Yes, second lift. Yeah, both. Close.
Pičku materiju.
Ne samo pošalji gore. Guys, wait. Secret here.
This way.
Thanks.
Thank you. All right. Ranger! Don't worry, it's dead. I know. A shield. A healer station.
Keep an eye open for crop, comrades. Anything's better than those rations moral doles out.
Medicaid station.
Ammo! You see it?
You'll need to realign the cargo elevator to access the Serbia colony.
Što idu za mojim?
Ranger!
Got a stick in something for you.
Tu ti je onaj heretical item, desno.
Sad gdje je da mu jedemo?
Ispod.
Vjerovatno. Evo.
Shield us, Penelope! If they're close, it's harder to miss. Richard Henry! I'm trying to be a good soldier.
Momci? Gore. Gore.
No bang! Gotcha! If you like. Hit it where it's weak! Charging! It's dead! Fox versus Russia! What a mess!
Throwing crack! Hey! Grind them down! Back to the squad, idiot!
Got it.
Sniper! Yes,
Sniper.
Lectocathorus excommunicated the... No one... What I wouldn't give them! You space marines right now!
Dežurim
Yes,
ništa
but
da
they're talking about the depth as Astartes. No, no, the good one. Beauty's dead. On your
Need ammo, soldiers!
Corrally victim! Right, Reed. Not for you.
Čuje mi na nišan, lupu vrata.
Beloved, shield us. Beauty is dead.
Maler. Brate, ajde, smiri se više.
Try to fight like soldiers! Yes, sir. No, sir. Shine your boots, sir. We've got a Poxmaster! Poxmaster!
So it can die?
Show me your counting war version! It's like a switch!
Odakle?
Kroz zid. Ti ono što ti ne znaš je da se oni kreću okolo mape i čekaju da izađu kroz jedan od onih kao vrata. A nekad znaju da ti bace kroz zid, bukvalno. Gledao sam da baca bombu, ne vidiš ga. Baci ti bombu, bomba izleti iz teksture. Nema šanse da to izbegneš. A u retkim slučajima se desi ovakva glupo da ti spali mrežu. Revizu si zjedu i oni spali ability. U tebe ono. Kao što rekao, nije stvar da znaš da igraš, stvar da znaš kako igraš funkcioniš. Znam da gledam previše duboko u to, ali... Ne znam da kodiram, ali znam da su greške. Nemam snage da se pucam s njima. Pić. Ovo ti zove pojačanje. Evo ti gledaj. Sve pa izašlo.
Data interrogation rate acceptable. Failure. Error. Investigate. Redress.
My dream, my rules, my shield.
Systems green. Upload resuming. As you were.
Kako se taj stvorio, pored nas ulici, ja ne znam. Da im je spawn.
Ime iz zemlje od onih šakti što ih vodi.
A ne vidim šaktu. To je problem. Ajde bre, jebo, opak majke.
I can only imagine you attempted random inputs until it worked, but it is now working.
Beauty.
Vjerujem me dva ragera, ovaj dođe bacačem pamet, krenem da me šuri u bici. Recimo, šta je? Pa ima dovoljno ovdje za zabavno.
Shield a spell of it!
Try not to make a much of this task, varlets.
Su gluposti. Ovo trčava s barijerom pored nas.
You have somehow succeeded in resolving the issue.
I know! A shield!
Data interrogation imminent.
Head on down through the hangars and let's crack that bomb.
Oh, grenade!
Bomba.
Go there! Ammo crate! Ammo crate!
Fresh targets, coming by the dozen.
The spirit saves you, be careful!
Crack out! I bet loads of merchant craft came through here. You know, before it went to rot.
Roma was always a trade capital. Where there is profit to be made, there are traders, shuttles, smugglers.
I'll protect you!
Healing to the left.
Kill the gunner!
Big Beauty's dead!
Hey! Medical station! They're getting awfully close! I'll save you! I'm good like that!
Gotta stick in something.
Keep moving. You're looking for hangar Delta 175.
Ride them down!
Scan gunner! My dream ends badly for you if you wander on. Scan shotgunner! Tormented spirit, mutated body!
Wow. Thanks.
Ammo! No death in my dream! Ammo! Ammo!
Municija za tebe, ja, pun kurac municija. Slavko, municija za tebe.
Dobro. Išao, papćao.
Zato on treba da ti ga taguje. Mislim da kad si zarobljen, možeš da taguješ.
Ne možeš.
Iza mene. Gdje si Slavko, stani, ne mrgam. To vam bolje. Aj sad za mnom, nemoj skakati dole odmah. This way, guys. Evo ga. Found it.
Ajde tu ga tamo srebi.
Stop, Gunnar! Stop, shotgunner! No mercy. Stop, shotgunner!
The noble houses believe they have us infiltrated. They are wrong. If Lector Cathaurus bids it be done, then so shall it be.
That's the excise vault. Look for a release.
You see him?
Throwing track!
The telltale shimmer of a falsehood. Follow. Report on what he learns. Ermo keeps Cathaurus in check.
Ne skače dole.
Ne, ja
Wait.
I hear whispers about the great House Margrave. What does it conceal? We must keep Grendel blind. Suspicion is bad enough. Knowledge would be intolerable. We lost too many
Taj idiot skoče dole, on ima kutiju s municijom, znaš.
We must recover them. Double is true, for without him death has no meaning and life no purpose.
Možeš?
The abyssal gate remains sealed, High Majestrix. It thwarts our every effort. Congregation tonight. No warning, no mercy.
No need for fancy shots!
If Lector Cathaurus...
Gari. Da budem iskren, pričao sam siguran da imaš, pošto slušam, bukvalno ti sluškuješ kao radio komunikaciju, da imaš da achievement za to, da slušaš sve te.
My dreams, my rules, my shield.
Kako su izletali trapper, bomber, trapper. Wow.
Yes, beloved, it's a healing station.
On misli se na kila, nek se na kila.
Heads up. That's the pneumatic conveyor. You'll need that later. We ain't done yet!
Sniper pao ispod nas. Svako, ne idi dole odmah. Yeah, don't go down immediately. Rotate first floor. This way.
Follow me. No death in my dream.
On your counting!
Why did I dream myself as a beast of burden?
Get it stowed in the pneumatic conveyor.
Good.
Stop worrying about the house.
They've left me, or I've left them.
Tražimo i druge voltove.
I know, a shield. I'm alone. I don't like being alone.
Found it.
I fear no
Sticky bomb!
Yeah.
Where's the hound? The terror! Outsting! Crack grenade!
No šta, baci mi je. Baci mi je od dole. It's done, it's done.
vacuum capsule.
Guys. Throw it.
Show me your counting warfare!
I'll save you. I'm good like that.
A jebi ga, brate, udari ime non-stop.
A ne treba da je nosiš. Baci je meni, baci ja gore. Daj meni.
Pa ne mogu, brate, evo, sad došao je.
Ti ne vidiš gdje sam ja, tako?
Vidim.
Pa znam da vidiš.
Vidim, koliko uzmem, brate, udari mene.
Baci. Nedrvo. Ništa. That's it. It's okay. Press the button. Evacuate immediately. Run.
No food.
Empty! Reloading! We ain't done yet! Crack grenade! Bring that mutate down! Throwing medipack down!
Forward.
Ooh,
je posao.
Ko znaš da te gledaš da... Da obično da su knjige. Znam da knjiga zna da bude tamo gore na platformi. Ako skočiš dole kao muflon, ne možeš poslije se vratiš ponovno. A imaš ljude koji toliko brzo ga sjere da samo kako su na onoj gornjoj platformi ne skoči na onu, nego direkt dole, tap. Poslije gledaš ono, neka mogu sam da izgraditi, jebi ga nisi.
Evo 4000 dijamantina sam